everyone, welcome back to Let's Try. This is a series where I test out demos and free games to show you all what is out there and to see if we can find new favourite games to play. This week is News Tower. Please excuse the fact that I'm sick and that my voice might sound a little bit different to usual. News Tower is a game where you're running a newspaper in New York City in 1929, just after the Wall Street crash. The development team is called Sparrow Knight, who are a team of 5 people based in Rotterdam. It was founded in 2019, and News Tower is currently in early access and can be bought for $16.75. The gameplay tutorial. The tutorial was very helpful and told you what to do next. However, I found it a bit overwhelming at times, especially in the first couple of weeks, as there was a lot of things that I wanted to do, especially focusing on getting stories and articles on the page. But there was other things to be distracted by. But eventually this calmed down after a while, and it was generally very helpful. The story. You are taking over your father and uncle's newspaper business in 1929 New York. When you arrive, you are told by the former secretary, Eleanor, that they were involved in some shady business and some of the machines had been broken before you arrived. You build up a team of budding writers. As you learn how to run a newspaper, you send them out to find stories and, as they return, to write them. The paper goes out each Sunday, and you are given a week to organise the paper and the people and send it out. Fortunately, stories from the previous week are able to be published the following week, but are labelled as old. There are various types of stories from sports, crime, society, entertainment, and of course the economy, as this is a hot topic in 1929. Comfort levels. As well as choosing the correct stories for each week/month, the workers also require their comfort levels to be taken care of. You must look at the temperature, the lighting, and the noise levels of each room. For example, the printer produces a large amount of heat and noise, which needs to be buffered with a wall, and you can't really have workers working right next to it. Decorations on the walls and on their desks tend to improve their mood and make them more productive. This is a big factor that you need to be aware of during your gameplay, because else it can really slow down production, meaning you have a worse newspaper, meaning less sales, and then you flop. The map. At the beginning of each week, you are to choose a borough of New York to conquer. This is to conquer the market, and if you hone down on the types of stories that they prefer, then they are more likely to read it. For example, Williamsburg may require entertainment and society, which will reward you with reputation points. The Mafia. Obviously, with a game set in the 1920s/30s, there is going to be mafia involvement. I only played for about an hour, but I was able to have requests from them for specific restrictions on the paper. For example, one week you would be required to have no stories on crime or politics, and if you did, you would be punished by an increasing level of mistrust, and you wouldn't be able to get a quest from them until the following week. If you were successful, you would be rewarded with reputation points, and it's a nice fun challenge that you can have. The art style. The art style is really clean and gets you into the vibe of the 1920s, and I love the cross-section of the building and the skyscraper and how it moves on up. It works so well for the New York City setting. Overall, this game is so fun. I see similarities to Project High Rise, which is another skyscraper game where you are building residences and offices, but this time you are in charge of one particular business. The demo literally just kept going. I didn't know when it was going to stop, so I kind of had to cut myself off just after the hour mark, because it didn't, and I kind of felt guilty. But if you did actually finish the demo, please let me know. I would 100% recommend this game if you 1, like business management, or 2, love the 1920s New York City vibes and history. It is right up my alley, as I love management and I love history, and I will be purchasing it as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching the video, and let me know any demos that I should be checking out, and I'll see you next time. Bye!